Hello everyone, this is the sixth video in the Python beginner series. Today we will talk about another Python data type, that is Python dictionaries. We will look at basic definition of Python dictionary and how to create Python dictionaries in different ways, what are the different operations that we can perform on it, and what are the properties of a Python dictionary. So starting with the first thing, that is definition of a Python dictionary. So a Python dictionary is a data type and a ordered key value pair or a ordered key value sequence. A dictionary is basically denoted or created by curly braces and its elements are key value pairs where a key is separated from a value by a colon. For example, if I have to create a dictionary D, then I will do something like this. In the curly braces, I will define my elements which are key value pairs. So I will first give the key, then colon, then value, and then separate the another element from the first element by comma, then specify another key, then colon, and a value. Similarly, creating the last one, here we can see a string quotes as a value, sorry, a key, then after the colon, we can specify our value. Now, if I press enter here and print the value of D, here we can see that we have created our dictionary with three key value pairs. The first one, we have 1 as our value, then by colon, we have separated our value. So here 1 is our key and 4 is our value. Similarly, in the second key value pair, we have start string as our key and after the colon 56 as our value. Similarly, in the third key value pair, we have quotes, that is a string, as our key and AA, which is also a string, as our value. Now, in dictionaries, we do not have index for our element. For example, in list and tuples, we have index as 0, 1, 2, and 3, and so on and so forth. In our dictionaries, we do not have that. In our dictionaries, the key that we specify in a key value pair act as index for its respective values. For example, here 1 will act as an index for the value 4. This string will act as an index of 56 and this string will act as a index for this value. For example, if I have to access the value of second key value pair, then I will write simply the string in the square bracket, and now if I press enter, here we can see that we have got our value which is 56, and that is the value of the key value pair in the dictionary. Similarly, I can also access the value of first key value pair by simply specifying in the square brackets the key of the key value pair. Then I press enter here and we have got our value as 4. So this is how we access each element's value in a dictionary or in a Python dictionary. The similar way we can also add new key value pairs to our existing dictionary, such as by writing the name of the dictionary, then in the square bracket simply we have to write the name of the key that we want to have, and by the assignment operator we can specify our value. For example, if we say true, press enter, so here we can see that we have got our new key value pair added, which has a key of 45 and a value of true, which is a keyword in Python. Now, similarly, we can also add another key value element or key value pair by specifying the key in the bracket. Let us say have a false, which is also a keyword in Python. Then assignment operator, then give value 45 plus enter. Now here we can see that we have got our new key value pair added as key as false and 45 as its value. Now we can also update our elements value if we want to update in an existing dictionary. We can also do that in the similar manner as we basically add key value pair to our dictionaries, that is by writing the name of the dictionary, then in the key value pair, then basically in the square brackets we will specify the value, or sorry, the key, then in the assignment operator we will simply specify a new value, for example 100. Now if I print the value of D, here we can see that we have got our new value as 100, which is the required value that we have set. Initially it was 4, now it has changed to 100. This is the way that we can change or update our dictionary. Now, since we are able to update our dictionary in place or without need to create a new dictionary, that means a dictionary is a mutable data type like list. But in the case of tuple, since it is an immutable data type, then we will not be able to change the value of a tuple in place. For that, we have to simply create a new tuple. Another thing that we have to keep in mind is that whenever we create a dictionary, then in the key section, that is the keys of the dictionary, we can only specify immutable data types. That means we cannot use mutable data type to create keys of dictionaries. Now, the reason is the reason behind this is somewhat related to hash table implementation, which is somewhat an advanced concept in Python. So for now, we will only remember that we have to only use immutable Python data type for creating keys of a dictionary, and we do not have to use mutable data type. And the reason behind this we will study in the further videos when we will be more familiar with the Python and its different concepts. So now, starting with the second thing, that what are the different ways to create dictionaries? So this is the first way, that simply giving the variable, then using the assignment operator, we can simply give our dictionary directly. Now there is also a second way to create our dictionaries, that is using Python's dict object, or we can say for now Python's built-in dict function. For example, if I have to create a dictionary D1, after the assignment operator, I will write dict, which is a built-in function in Python. Then in the curly braces, what we have to do is simply give our key value pairs. Now there are two syntax by which we can give our key value pairs. The first one is using the assignment operator. So we say a equals 1 and b equals 2 and c equals 3 and press enter and print the value of d1. Here we can see that we have got our dictionary as a as our key, 1 as our value, b as our key, 2 as our value, c as our key, and 3 as its value. So what Python does here? Python basically converts all the variables that we have assigned here to strings. That means a, b, c, and the values and their values to their respective values. So here we can see that Python created, or we can say Python created a, b, c as keys and given 1, 2, 3 as their respective values. So we got 3 key value pairs in our Python dictionary. Now there is a problem in this type of syntax, that is using the assignment operator. If we give some literal, or we can say Python values here, then it will show us errors. For example, if I say d2 equals dict and then 1 equals some string. Now if you press enter, here we can see that Python is giving us error. Why? Because assignment operator is used to assign a variable a value. So in Python only a variable has the ability to hold a value. So here 1 is a constant, it is not a variable, so it cannot hold a value. That means Python will show an error. So how do we have some constant, or we can say some value like 1, 2, or a string as our key? We will use another syntax, that is d2 equals dict. Then in the dict, what we have to do is we have to specify a list, and then in the list we have to give our key value pairs as tuples. That means if we want to have 3 key value pairs, then we can have something like this. For example, 1 comma, then str, this is our first key value pair, then comma, curly brackets, or we can say round brackets, we have to give another key value pair, then another key value pair, 45. Now if I press enter and print the value of d, here we can see that we have got our dictionary as containing 3 key value pairs, where 1, 3 and L are keys, and str, 4 and 45 are our values. So here we can see that there are basically two syntax by which we can create Python dictionaries. Now coming to the third thing, that is the different operations that we can use on Python dictionaries. The first operation that we will learn, that is deletion of elements or key value pairs from dictionary. So the deletion of key value pairs from a dictionary can be done in two ways. First, by using the del keyword, and the second one by using the pop function. So first we will look at the del keyword method. For that we have to simply write the keyword del, then write the name of the dictionary. For example, if I say D2, or let us have an example of simply D that we have created initially. First let us print the value of D that we have created initially so that we can see how currently it is now. So this is our dictionary. Now we will write del T. Then in the curly braces, what we have to do is simply specify the key of the key value pair that we want to delete. For example, if I want to delete the second key value pair which has a string as its key, and the string is sad, and if I press enter, print the value of D, here we can see that the key value pair that was initially on the second position is now not available in our dictionary. So it is now been deleted. So that is how we can use del keyword to delete our key value pairs in Python dictionary. Now let us delete another element for our practice, D. Then let us delete the first key value pair. Now if I press enter, print the value of D, here we can see that we have deleted another key value pair from our Python dictionary. So this is the method to use del keyword to delete elements from Python dictionaries. Now they're coming to the second method, that is using pop function or method. So let us first quickly look at what is basically a function in Python. The general meaning or definition of a function is that it is somewhat like a machine that takes an input and gives an output. So here, if I say d dot pop, then in the curly braces we have to give input for the function. In this case, we will give the key that we want to delete from the dictionary. So for example, if I say quotes and press enter, and now press the value of D, oh sorry, print the value of D, here we can see that we have deleted another key value pair from our dictionary that contains quotes as its key. Now the thing different here is that from the previous method, that we have got AA, which is the value of the key value pair that has been deleted, printed. This is the functionality of pop function or method in Python, that whenever we delete a key value pair, then it simply returns the value of the deleted key value pair. Now, what if we delete a key value pair that does not exist in our dictionary? For example, if we say d dot pop and simply give some random value or random key, we can say, and press enter. Now here we can see that Python is giving us an error, that which is a key error. That means this key is not present in our dictionary. So if we try to delete a key value pair that is not present in our dictionary, then Python will throw an error. Now, for example, if I want some custom message to be printed whenever we try to delete a key value pair that does not exist in our dictionary, so we can also do it using pop method. For example, if I say d dot pop, again we try to delete the same key value pair having str12 as its key. Now we have to separate this thing by comma, and here we have to simply specify the custom method, the custom message that we want to be displayed. So we can simply say like key is not found, and we can close our parentheses. Now if you press enter, here we can say in spite of the default message that we get, we are getting our custom message here, that is key is not found. So that is the thing that we can do in our pop method or function. Now for example, if you want to look at the length of a dictionary sometime, then how we will do that? We can do this by using Python's len function. In the previous videos we have also used that function to know the length of a list and to length of a tuple. So in Python, basically len function, that is a built-in function, is used to know the length of a sequence. Since tuple is also a sequence, list is also a sequence, similarly Dictionary is also a sequence, so we can also use len function to know the length of a dictionary, or we can say the number of key value pairs in our dictionary. So we say len, and in the parentheses we have to give our input, that is the name of the dictionary that we want to know length of. Then we will press enter. Here it is giving 2. Now if we look at our dictionary, it contains 2 key value pairs. This is how we can know the length of our dictionary, or the number of key value pairs it is storing. Now coming to the second operation that we can perform on our dictionary is using not in and in membership operators. As the name suggests, membership operators are basically used to know the presence or absence of a element or a key value pair in a sequence. In our case, we are dealing with dictionaries, so we will look at the presence of a key value pair or absence of a key value pair. For example, there are two operators that are membership operators. The one is in, the second one is not in. In basically tells us that whether a particular key value pair is present in our dictionary or not, and not in tells us about the absence of a key value pair in our dictionary. So for example, before going to the use of in and not in operator, let us quickly uh, add some key value pairs to our dictionary. So here we will just quickly add some key value pairs. Let us have a string, define it as 100, a float, give it a boolean value which is also true, which is also a Python keyword. Now if we print our value of dictionary D, here we have got plenty of key value pairs. Now if we want to check the presence of the second key value pair, for that we will do something like this. We will type the name of the key, then we will use operator in, and then we will say D. Now if we press enter, here we can see that it is giving us true. That means yes, a key value pair is present having key as false. Similarly, we can check for another element or a key value pair. For example, let us say 5.6 in D. So Python is saying true. That means it is present. Now if we try to do some or search for some key value pair that does not exist in our dictionary, then what will happen? For example, 34 in D. Here Python will not return an error, but it will show simply false, that such type of key value pair does not exist in our dictionary. Similarly, we can use not in operator to check the absence of a key value pair in our dictionary. For example, as we have written previously, 34 not in D. Now this time we are asking for Python 34 not in D. That means whether 34 is absent in D or not. If we press enter, here Python says true, since there is no key value pair which has 34 as our key in our dictionary D. Similarly, we can have another element, let us say 45 not in D. So here we can say Python is returning us false. Why? Because here the first key value pair has 45 as its key. So this key or this key value pair exists in Python. So the not in membership operator will return false. So I think I will end the video here because the video is getting too long. So the rest of the concept of the dictionaries we will look at in the part 2 of the Python dictionaries. Till then, if you like the video, please consider to subscribe, share and like. And I will see you in the next video.